Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Just wrapping up a package here, or not wrapping it up, I'm getting it ready. I got a new knife. Big shout out to Zach. Thank you very much, sir. That's your box. Zach and I just finalized. Zach had watched the Lunkers TV. He was a Lunkers TV follower. Came out, reached out to me, got everything sorted out. He apparently is a fellow Marine, former Marine like myself, and he ordered a knife just like Steven's. So I know Steven's watching this. I know he's following Instagram, and here every once in a while it comes across. So big shout out to Steven over at Lunkers. Thank you very much, sir. And Zach, hey, we got a knife going out for you. So I picked out your Cocobolo, your pins, your Kydex, the Blade Tech Lock, and your free extra large CK Knife and Tool t-shirt for coming on over from Lunkers and buying a knife. So yeah, I'm wrapping that all up. We just got that finalized. I'm going to start that going. I've got steel over here that's already getting shaped. I've got a bunch of Montanas to do, and now I've got 2 Rogues to get out as well. So I want to do that little shout out, and I wanted to get a scale. Let me put this away. Got a lot of Cocobolo, but hopefully I'm getting more. Jeff is supposed to be getting some more Cocobolo for me. I know you watch this, Jeff. I can't wait for that Cocobolo. I wanted to get the scale. And the reason I wanted to get the scale is because I have a knife I got to send over to MKR Tactical Solutions. And I'm actually doing that later today, so I wanted to get the video out. And this is the knife right here. Now, the other reason why I want to make this video is not just a shout out to Zach, but I also I finished a couple of Jaspers, and I did some little B-roll footage on them, and I forgot to take pictures, and I forgot to do a video talking about them. So I thought, well, I'll just incorporate, Zach and this knife, this dress Jasper, as well as those other 2 dress Jaspers. So what I'm going to do is show you these 2 dress Jaspers right here. And these are John's Jaspers. He got 2 dress Jaspers, and John brought me out the wood, and one was a macadamia. I've never even seen macadamia, let alone used it before, and boy, it dressed up great. I didn't get these stabilized. What I did is I soaked them for a few days. It was about 50 some hours actually, in my boiled linseed oil mineral spirit concoction, and I soaked them in there for that period of time. And I took them out, wiped them down, and man, it's just beautiful looking wood. Just beautiful. Now, they're both pretty hard wood, but I think that the macadamia is a little bit softer than the other one was lance wood. One of them's around 2,000, the other one's around 3,000, something like that. I can't remember. But beautiful woods. My favorite actually is the lance wood. This lance wood, when I took it out of the boiled linseed oil and I started wiping it down, the rusts and the oranges and the yellows and the browns, they all just mixed really well. Now the macadamia nut, of course, it's got a really good texture. It's almost like a snake skin, and it has 3 or 4 different types of looks and patterns on it, just being that one piece of wood. It was really cool. And then both of them I dressed up in just simple nickel silver tube and brass tube pins, respectively for each of the knives. Again, looked up really good. And then I did a couple of sheaths with them, but I used the Holstex, that pleather looking, the leather looking material, and then a couple of plain black leather belt loops is what John wanted. So it was really cool. But I put the picture out on this one actually on Instagram, and a couple of people, as well as Steven over at Lunkers, made a comment to it. And I commented back because these things are really light. And the reason why I came out with this design is because I wanted something really small, thin, and lightweight that I would make a sheath, and I think I sold it. It was one of the first ones I did. I made a sheath and I put Velcro on either side of it, and I put it in a plate carrier. A year or so ago, I did a review on a Condor plate, not a plate carrier, but like a little mag pouch, just like a little admin chest rig that I could put my HSGI mag pouches on and stuff like that. And when you open it up, it's got Velcro on the inside, and you can put maps in it and stuff like that. Well, what I did is I turned around and I took this and I put Velcro on both sides of it so I could put it inside there, and when the admin pouch closed, it held onto it. So then I could put my knife in there, and the knife was so tight to my chest that it didn't interfere with me pulling up my mags. So that was really cool. But the other thing was too is not just being really thin and you know, length and stuff, but lightweight. And I wanted to show this to you guys real quick because I don't know if I've ever done this to, you know, basically sell or educate you guys on the Jasper and what exactly it is. So I got the scale here, so let's weigh this and I'll show you. Just hold on to it. So we're going to zero this out. So hopefully you guys will see that. That is going to be zeroed out. There we go. We're zeroed out there. Hopefully you see it. Now we're going to put the knife on there. We'll put the Jasper on there. And we are at 4.6 ounces. 4.6 ounces for this. Now let's do that again. Okay, it's zeroed out. Ounces again. There it is. Let's put that there. We are 4.6 ounces. Now with the sheath, let's just put the sheath on there with it. We are 7.9 ounces. So you see the weight that we're at. I mean, it's amazing how light these are when it comes to these. Ounces are pounds, pounds are pain, right? And now we're looking at 6 7/8, because I always start out with 7 inches, and after grinding and shaping and tapering the tang and doing everything. So it's 6 7/8, and we're going to be just under 1.5 inches. Yep, we're just under. We're at 1 3/8. So we're at 1 3/8 from spine to belly. We're 9/16, 3/4. You'll be right in there. You won't be any wider than 3/4 of an inch. And it's 1 1/4 belly right here. And which I believe that's what it should be. Yeah, just under 1 3/4, 1 3/16. So again, I mean, you're talking about a knife that's under 5 ounces, a knife and sheath with the Blade Tech Lock, and these are, you know, they're not heavy, but they're heavier than some other things if you did Molly or if you did the Ulti clip that I'm starting to use. I mean, you're looking at under 8 ounces for something to attach in your chest rig. That's awesome. And this also goes into you guys that are looking at Warrior Poet Society knives. I have these same knives, but they're listed under the Poet, and they come in olive drab canvas micarta or black canvas micarta, and they have the Warrior Poet pin in the middle of it. Those will be right around that 5 ounce mark because of the fact that the pin's a little bit heavier. You know, it adds weight. But again, I skeletonized the tang before I glue everything together and pin it. So again, you're looking at something that you're going to get a tech lock like this on the Warrior Poet Society knives, as well as black Kydex, and you're going to get your Warrior or your Poet. So super lightweight, really easy, and as showed in one of the videos before, I mean, it fits your hand. Again, I go back to when Melvin was asking about his knife and how big it was or how things would fit with the Rogue and the shape and everything. These are meant to be. They're not meant to be sticking out past your hand. I mean, it's meant to be holding, come around like this, and you're supposed to be able to put your thumb over it, you know, for a stabbing motion and stuff and thrusting motions. You're meant to be able to do that kind of thing. So it's really, really comfortable. I'm super pleased. These Jaspers have been very popular. I do the skeletonized one, but they're not as popular. Not actually my favorite, but I'm not a big skeletonized knife guy. I do like how it fits and feels. The worst part about it is I've learned with making skeletonized knives is the sheath. Making the sheath to retain a skeletonized knife is just, I don't like it. The skeletonized knife always seems to be the bane of my existence when it comes to, getting a good retention sheath, having a good sheath for it. But I like scales simply because it doesn't add much to it, doesn't add much weight. And I think it was at NKR, or here, like an Instagram or something, I did a little video, and the skeletonized Jasper that I made was, I think, 0.1 or 0.2 ounces. I think it was 0.2 ounces lighter than a dress Jasper. And that's, because I tapered a tang, I skeletonized the tang, and then the scales. So you're only looking at, 0.2 ounces difference between having something with scales and having it skeletonized. So I really like that. I think the guys like the skeletonized ones, any knife, is because they're really thin. That's pretty cool. I've had somebody, wrap paracord on them and stuff like that. I don't like that feel. I don't like that. But, I mean, a dress Jasper, can't go wrong. But anyhow, guys, I wanted to show that, again, with John's knives, having missed that with the macadamia and the lancewood, his 2 Jaspers. And I got this Jasper going out to MKR Tactical Solutions. I want to do a little quick video on it. And also another shout out to Zach for thank him for the purchase of a Rogue. And another shout out to Lunkers TV and as well as Steve over there, fellow Marine of mine. Do appreciate it, young man. Thank you very much for everything. And until the next video, guys, you take it easy. Have a good one. We'll catch you then.